In this episode, we go on safari in Senegal and answer the question, is it better than the safari in Botswana?
Well, hello and a very good morning from Banjul in the Gambia, and specifically from a ferry which is about to head off across the River Gambia to a place called Barra, where we will pick up a 4x4 and head to the Senegalese border, because today we're going on an exciting trip into the Fathala Park in Senegal, and I'm going to try and answer the question, is the safari in Senegal better than the one that I went on in Botswana? So stay tuned. So at the moment they're just boarding lorries and buses and cars and all sorts, and then we'll be heading into the sunrise and somewhere over there, I think. Although not having done the trip before, I've absolutely no idea, but I'm excited and I'm looking forward to it. So let's go, let's rock and roll. All right, so we're underway now. We've just left Banjul. We're going to head now across the Gambia River towards Barra, which is still in the Gambia but on the other side of the river, and I've just had to take my hat off because I'm concerned I'm going to lose it in the wind. But the crossing should take about an hour or so, I understand. We're fully laden, lots of trucks, cars and all sorts on here, and then also a full passenger list as well. So looking forward to getting over to Barra and then heading over to the Senegalese border. So then, after a half an hour journey from the Banjul side to Barra, we've now arrived in Barra and we've just got on our truck waiting to head to the Senegalese border. It was a pretty uneventful crossing, but good fun. Off we go, heading towards the Senegalese border.
Yes, this is Barra.
This is our awesome guide, Babukar.
Yes, Babukar, yes. Now we are going for Senegal safari, the place called Fathala.
Fathala.
And we are going for game driving. Yes, but definitely I hope we're going to be lucky to see all the animals we expect to see. Yes, we have giraffe, you know. Yes, we have giraffe, antelope, Royal antelope, the biggest antelope in the world.
Wow.
And we have Akuta Matata, we have zebra, buffalo, and monkey. We have two types of monkey, green velvet monkey and a red Columbus monkey. And the beautiful colors of birds. Definitely, I hope you're going to enjoy the trip today.
Brilliant. Thank you, Babukar. Really appreciate it. What a cool guide. Just making a quick look at the options on the menu, and here we have a diet cock. If I'm interested in having one of those later.
And sacrifice.
Yeah. So we're just on the road between Barra and the Senegalese border, and some of these trees that are along the side of the road are both cashew trees, so cashew nut trees, and also mango trees, so good fruit for the locals. Okay.
Every Tuesday, public market, every Tuesday.
So every Tuesday there's a public market.
Yeah, the village we have surrounded, all the people, they come here for shopping. And the businessman from Gambia, Senegal, they bring their goods here and sell it for the people.
Oh, wow.
You understand, yes. So that's why we call it for public market. And the local language is called Luma.
Luma?
Luma.
Yeah. That's the local language here.
Yeah, Luma.
Okay, and that's the marketplace.
Yeah, that's the public.
All right, so we've stopped for a toilet break about 20 minutes from Barra, and it's been a really cool journey so far. So this is our truck here. We've got an open back, and we've stopped at Sau's restaurant, Paradise the restaurant, for a quick toilet. So I do recommend, if you are heading to the Senegalese border from Barra, to stop here for something to eat, but also to use the toilet, because our guide told us that this is a better toilet than the one that's at the border. So much recommended to use this one instead. So then, after a relatively painless crossing from Gambia into Senegal, here we are in Senegal. And this is the first section of the road after the border crossing. So country number 87, Senegal. Let's go. Okay, so a 10-minute drive from the border between Gambia and Senegal, and here we are now in Senegal, so country number 87. Absolutely delighted to be here in the Senegal, and we've just stopped at a place called Fathala Wildlife Reserve, and this is effectively the wildlife park where we're going to be exploring today. And something that I've spotted next to these huts is this turtle. Let's go and have a little chat with him. Hello, mate.
Yeah.
Hello, buddy.
All right. Let's talk.
Let's go on safari.
My name is Omar, and I will be a guide for the safari. So, it's are free.
Yeah.
It means the nature decide for us.
Yeah.
So it's possible for might to see giraffes, zebra, rhino, buffaloes, antelopes, monkeys. Not need to come out like to help them.
Yeah.
But now we used to do that.
Yeah.
Right. It's better to stand for safari. They hide well.
They have a lot of food.
Yeah.
During the rainy season. They don't even come out.
So you see the lions, we separate them from the herbivores. It means here animals, they're very, very happy here. No enemies.
No enemies here.
Well, with
So we've
Kevin,
started already, and we see the warthogs,
Zebra, all of them.
the rhino, the zebras. Wow, look!
Except the giraffe.
there's also different antelope there. Chana, if you ban
There's the rhino.
Barra, we take the rhino first.
That's massive. What is it eating?
grass.
Okay.
There's a peanut grass.
Peanut
that we
grass.
give them every
The
morning.
leaf of the peanut.
Yes, the leaf of the peanut.
And how much does he eat?
90 kilo per day.
Oof.
Is that when the food is enough? But now it's difficult for him to get too much of it. Maybe around 30 or 25 or 30 kilo per day.
That's a lot.
So we call him Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin the rhino.
Kevin the rhino.
Okay.
It was two here before, male and female.
That's Kevin the rhino.
Kevin the rhino.
What was the female called?
Unfortunately, it was dead before we get a name. Rhinos, they're endangered animals. There's not many of them enough.
No.
Before they killed them just for the horn,
Fun.
and they was almost
Very
finished.
expensive before.
And that's a white rhino.
That's the white rhino.
White rhino, yeah. It's enormous. It must weigh maybe 2 tons,
3 tons.
3 tons.
3 tons. Nam? Okay, siya ka mung tibir. Dina ko leg inshallah.
That's amazing. And over here we've got, what is that?
Rowan antelope.
Rowan.
Rowan antelope.
Rowan antelope.
So Kevin,
And then-
they get 3 tons around and they're fully grown.
This is buffalo.
This is a buffalo.
Yeah.
And the warthogs, the zebras,
Dangerous animal.
Hakuna Matatas.
You got the name, Hakuna Matata.
And is that please don't worry?
Be happy.
Yeah, be happy.
Don't worry, be happy.
And the zebra.
Yeah, and the zebra.
So buffaloes also they one area, so the food, but sometimes also they fight each other if the food is. The second biggest one we got in
The
Fathala.
monkey walking down there. Monkey.
Oh, you can see a monkey.
Yeah, you see?
Ah, yeah, yeah.
The green velvet monkey.
Yeah.
That's green velvet, red calabash, and red patas monkey.
Ah.
3 species of
And
monkey.
there's some more antelope through here.
Under the ground.
No problem. I hope we're gonna be lucky to see another group. Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, it's so cool to see these animals up close.
Yeah. No one, both male and female, they have.
Beautiful.
Pregnant.
So our guide's just saying that the zebras all have a unique stripe pattern on their body, and when they run away from predators, it can confuse the predators, given the fact that it's like a blur of black and white running along. That's absolutely fascinating. So we just missed it, but this buffalo here just chased all of those animals away. He's a bully. This is cool.
That male you see here,
authentic.
How cool is it seeing these animals in their natural habitat? So amazing. I can tell you it's not quite as easy as it looks standing here at the back of this van whilst it's going, but it's good fun.
It's very far away.
There we go, we've got some baobab trees. I absolutely love baobab trees, they're stunning. So we've spotted a small herd of antelope and we're going to go and see if we can get a little bit closer to them, but they're just in this clearing here. There's a little baby and I can see 2 adults. So then they're a bit wary of us coming close, but the little baby that you can see there is about 2 or 3 weeks old. What type of antelope are these? Waterbucks.
Waterbucks antelope.
Waterbuck antelope.
Without horn.
And do you have water here? Like a water area?
Yeah, not natural waters. There's artificial waters.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of big water holes we have in this park.
Okay. There we go.
Wow.
Beautiful waterbuck. Here is an example of one of the many termite mounds that we can see here. If I just pan around, there's another couple here, one in the distance there, and then an enormous one just here. And apparently they can go as deep again into the ground as they are above the ground. And that one is probably 5-6 feet tall. So one way they try to regenerate this part of the safari park or wildlife park is by doing controlled fires, which then means that these green sprouts and new trees can come back through. So that's one way once trees have died, A, to control the risk of potential bushfires, but also B, to regenerate the land. And here's a good example of that regeneration of the forest, with all these beautiful green sprouting new trees that are coming through in the current dry season, and then in June, July and August it will be the rainy season when these trees will get the water they need to grow as big as the ones around them. So just here in front of us we have the giant western Derby eland deer, which you can probably just see through the dust there straight in front of us. But it is a deer that only lives in Senegal. And he's looking at us.
Would we try to go? Yeah, it's cricket.
Crickets making that noise.
Okada crickets.
So then just through here you may be able to see giraffes. So we're just going to keep going and then hopefully see them. Just wow.
We have 4 here.
One of the most graceful animals. Oh, mind my head. This might make an outtake. Okay. This is one of the problems. Beautiful giraffes. Do the giraffes have names here? No.
Here, the luckier one is Kevin.
Another antelope down there under the tree.
Only Kevin got a name here.
So only Kevin the rhino's got a name, these giraffes don't. So this is giraffe 1, 2, 3, and there's a little baby somewhere over by one of the trees in the background. Amazing.
One baby, 3
Such graceful and beautiful animals. And there's another one
Wow.
just there, which is so well camouflaged.
Just in front there.
Yeah.
The baby.
This one is camouflaged behind.
I'm trying to find the baby.
Yeah, you see. 200 kilos.
Oh wow. How young will this one be?
Yeah, only almost 10 months, sorry.
10 months. And it's waiting for us to go so that it can join its family.
It was born on the last November.
Cute.
In front of us.
Going to join mum and dad.
Can I?
Yeah.
All, man.
Well.
And then gantung toke around to
Here we go, here's another one of the Derby elands. Derby elands.
We are lucky.
Only native to Senegal. Awesome. There we go, so there's some warthogs that have just been running through there. A little bit of traffic here. Wonder what species there are on this machine. There's some interesting species there. Not very good looking, are they? Slaloming our way through the bush now. So just on the edge of this pool here is a crocodile chilling out in the water. And I don't plan on going any closer. I don't fancy being a crocodile's dinner, but we've got some warthog here, we've got some buffaloes and some humans. Some warthogs, some buffaloes, some more buffaloes.
And mahogany trees.
And mahogany trees. So this is a mahogany tree.
Falcon. Beautiful.
Oh, in the tree.
No, he just flying
in the tree.
So all of these trees here are mahogany trees. So that red timber that you have in your house comes from these trees.
I think you too also.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's a great safari so far.
Yeah.
Getting a big 3 thumbs up, I think.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's it.
That's what we need.
That's it.
People to be happy.
Everyone's giving a thumbs up for this one.
Give a thumbs up.
That's it. Jane and Colin from the UK.
Yeah, you're Tom. You're Tom.
I'm Tom. I'm Tom now. I'm Globe Trot Colin.
Yeah.
Globe Trot Tom now.
That's right.
Here we go. We have some more horses with Grimsby kits on. These zebras. So then, under this tree here and next to the feeding bucket, we've got Kevin the rhino, a warthog, a couple of water buffalo, some baby warthogs, and another water buffalo. And then on this side, you've got a human. I'm not going to lie, there is a little bit of poo coming out, given the fact that a 3-ton rhino with a 2-foot long horn is walking right next to us. And he's showing a little bit of interest in the vehicle. But he's going to go back for some more food. So he's had a bit of exercise now, he's walked away from the food, he's going back. And he's the boss, so the water buffaloes had to disappear. Bye Kevin, leave some food for the other water buffaloes. So ahead of us you'll see that some of these trees are green and others look as though they're about to lose their leaves, and they've got the beautiful burnt orange look. And I've just asked the guide whether or not this is because it's autumn time here, where in Europe we're used to in autumn the leaves coming off the trees, but actually in places like Senegal and Gambia, actually there's only 2 seasons. You've got the rainy season and the dry season, and the dry season lasts the majority of the year, whereas the rainy season tends to be June, July and August. Well, that was brilliant. I really enjoyed that, and that was very different to the safari that we did in Botswana. Slightly different in terms of the nature and the habitat, a bit more bush here. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. So, okay, so if you're ever in the Gambia and you're looking to come to Senegal to come on a safari, you want to meet this guy, Baboucar.
Yeah.
He's the best tour guide for safaris in the Gambia. He's looked after us, taking us to Fathala Nature Park with the wonderful guide as well, and the wonderful driver in the back here. And I'll put his details at the bottom of the screen here, but you're an official tourist guide, right? Yeah, fantastic.
20 years experience.
20 years experience, wow.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
And just for reference, Fathala, this is the park. So Fathala Wildlife Reserve, Reserve Naturel. Really recommend it. Really recommend it. I think it's cost me about 160 quid, but it would have been cheaper if there was two people. But given that I was on my own, slightly more expensive. All right then, after a fantastic day at the Fathala Wildlife Reserve Park in Senegal, we are now back on the ferry here at Barra. As we can see here, we're still boarding. We've all had a good time. There's Jane, there's Colin, there's Babakar, the best guide in the land. Yeah, we had a great time. So heading back to Banjul now, which is about 35-minute crossing across the Gambia River, and then once we get back, probably 20 minutes to the hotel where I can relax with a beer after a long, warm day. But overall, great time. If you are coming to the Gambia, particularly Serekunda or the Banjul region, absolutely check out Babakar and the trip to the Fathala National Reserve. It was great, so definitely worth doing. Was it better than Botswana? Let's see, you tell me. All right, so finally back at the hotel then after an amazing day out in Senegal at the safari. Had an absolutely fantastic time. The guide was amazing. The people at the wildlife park were great. And I also travelled with two really lovely people, Jane and Colin from the UK as well. So that made it extra special. But I asked the question at the start, is the safari in Senegal as good as the one that I went on in Botswana? And you know what? It's a difficult question to ask because, of course, every safari is going to be special in its own way, and I'd be lying if I said that the one in Senegal wasn't absolutely amazing. Anytime you see those animals in their natural wild habitat is going to be special. So from that point of view, it was wonderful. But I have to say, I still think the Botswana safari was slightly better because I was able to go on a river cruise as well as the land game drive. So I think purely on the basis that there was a little bit more variety, Botswana won it for me. And if you've not seen that video, go back and watch it. It's really, really enjoyable. It's part of a wider series from Zambia, Zimbabwe and Botswana, so I hope you enjoyed it. But as far as today's safari goes, had a great time, really enjoyed it. And I tell you what, this really shows why Gambia is called the Smiling Coast. Everybody that I've met has been fantastic, and including in Senegal. But excuse my absolutely exhausted face. I have been flying or travelling now for well over 12 hours. I left the Gambia last night at around 10:30. The flight was at 2 in the morning. We got into Lisbon at 6, and then we've been sat on the ground in this aircraft for the last 3 hours for a number of reasons, fog and then also air traffic control issues. The irony being, when I look out the window, on the wing there it says fly tap, and I've actually been trying to do that very thing for the last 3 hours, but we're finally underway and getting our final flight of this trip back to London. But it's been a really cool time visiting the Gambia and Senegal, so I hope you've enjoyed these videos, and I'll see you on the next one. I am an absolute broken shell of a man. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Let's go home. The beautiful city of Lisbon. Below us,